Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. DeJoy, welcome back before Congress. My goodness. You know, mail delivery, I think all of us should acknowledge, is a very personal thing. And therefore, you know, as representatives of our constituents, we receive, all of us do, 435 offices. We receive the most heartfelt messages from our constituents with very personal interactions with their post office and their mail carrier. And we take those communications seriously. And I have to say, good sir, that you have been strong, man. 4.5 years on a thankless job, appearing before Congress. And you know, attack from both sides of the aisle. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's certainly consistent when it comes to Mr. DeJoy appearing before committees of Congress in both chambers, the House and the Senate. So, referencing my acknowledgement that mail delivery is a very personal interaction with the federal government, would you agree with that, Mr. DeJoy, historically?
I think it's, there's a quality auditor at the end of every delivery.
Into the mic just a little bit.
There's a quality auditor at the end of every delivery, which is your everyone's constituents,
Right,
and my
so
customers. And
I'm just saying that, like, especially for, say, our elders, many of our elders across the country whom we love and respect, their personal interaction with their government that they love every day is commonly limited to how they get their mail and maybe some brief exchange with their carrier. So my father used to say that son, if you take care of the small things in life, you will have established some habits wherein the big things take care of themselves. So I'd like to talk to you about a small issue that I think is reflective of the kind of challenges my colleagues on both sides of the aisle face and on a regular basis from my constituents. I want to hear how you can deal with this. I have a small town of Henderson. It's under 2,000 people in my district, and in October of last year, they lost their contract postal unit, their CPU. So it had been considered the little post office in the town for a long time, but it was actually a private contract with the post office, and the guy retired. So we ended up with about just 50 or 60 addresses with no post box, you know, no delivery mechanism at their address. You know, they had no means by which to receive their mail other than driving to the post office in the next town over, and that's still the case. We have not been able to recontract with a new contract postal unit. I spoke with the mayor. I've been speaking with the mayor since then. His name is Sherman Collette, a great guy. We're trying to fix this problem. So I'm going to ask you, a cluster mailbox, I've looked up the prices, the nicest, most expensive ones to service, you know, 60 to 80 people with smaller drawers and larger drawers would cost under 50 grand. The city has the land and has parking space at their, like the courthouse and the city the city services there are not have, they don't have postal service. They have to drive to the next town. Can't we just solve this simple problem by having a cluster mailbox installed in Little Henderson, USA, and reassure America that you're willing to fix the small things?
So, Congressman, we have my first, you know, there's a saying, you do first what's necessary, right? And trying to get our internal system of operating and moving mail around the country is the first thing that I've got to work on. We are looking at our whole retail and a process, both in terms of large communities and small communities, and how do we address these things? And we have lots of.
We have the answers. I mean,
No, but
just
put in a
build it-
cluster box.
Just install a cluster mailbox and deliver it right there at Town Hall.
But we don't install cluster boxes. The developers or the cities and so forth, those are the people that do that. And then whether you get mail delivery there is another set of rules that I agree, are quite specific.
So I'm going to yield. My time has expired, but Mr. DeJoy,
I will
have
look
your
into this.
commitment to
Is
just work
it
with my office.
Henderson? Henderson, you said?
Henderson, Louisiana.
Henderson.
It's 50 or 60 Americans that can't get their mail, especially my elders I'm concerned about. You know, have to drive an entire town over to that post office. Seems like we should be able to fix that in a year in over a year. I'm looking forward to working with your office personally. Let's just resolve that issue. Mr. Chairman, I yield.